Good. Hi, my name is Sarah Combe-Guida.
And I'm Travis Guida.
And we are the owners of the Character Challenge Course Company in Park Rapids, Minnesota, and also of Family Foundations, Minnesota, and managers of Eagle Beach Resort, all in the Park Rapids area.
We're here to talk to you about some of the things that we found to be successful in business ownership, as well as some of the challenges that we faced along the way, and hopefully shed some light into those types of areas so that you can learn from our successes as well as the things that we've learned along the way.
Just to give you a background, Travis and I are both special education teachers, and I started teaching for 13 years in Cass Lake, Minnesota, and had the amazing opportunity to take a group of students with emotional behavioral disorders up to Wolf Ridge. And as I took kids there, it was amazing what it did for their character. 35 feet in the air, crossing ropes and bridges, and boys that normally would throw chairs at me across a room and use expletives soon were crying and sharing how many fears they had. And fast forward that, I was able to use that experience of just a one-time experience to help these kids through some personal things in their life that they struggled with. And as we all know from taking college classes, the root of anger often is fear. And so what I learned as a teacher is that a lot of these boys had some fears in their life. They didn't want to go to prison like they saw their dad do. They were worried that their grandma would get sick and nobody would take care of them. And so we did that a couple following years, and I felt so passionate about it that Travis and I also have a camp that started for kids that were adopted or in the foster care system, but now has grown into a camp for kids with special needs. And so we wanted to maybe add some of that to that camp, but Mr. Entrepreneur had a different idea.
We took it a different direction. So what are the specific successes, if we were to name them out, the most specific successes that we feel we've had in the 5 years since opening is simply that we're still in business. Nearly 50% of all new businesses fail within the first 5 years. And they fail for a number of different reasons, but one thing that we did is we looked at the big picture and we took off no more than we could handle at any one time. So we didn't take out more debt than we could handle. We hired the right people along the way, and we were able to take things incrementally, and I think that was a huge success for us that we're still in business today. That slow transition from going from being teachers to all of a sudden being business owners, that slow transition also allowed us to become debt-free in a very short period of time. So we started the business with a little bit of debt, but we were able to pay it off relatively quickly. And now,
Within 5 years.
Yep, actually within just a few years. And now, any type of new development, whether it's infrastructure or any kind of growth that we do with the business, we're able to cash flow. And so that's an important part. So we're not having to take on new debt along the way. And I think those are a couple of our most successful pieces.
A good book that we read as we went into business was Dave Ramsey, EntreLeadership. And it was a great book just talking about that, how you do that as a small business owner. Some other exciting things is Travis and I now I've resigned in teaching. We have 7 amazing kids and 3 businesses, and so there's plenty on our plate. But I was able to resign, and then he's taken leave from teaching for a while. And so we feel really passionate to be able to work together. And our mission statement being, we are a vessel to help you change your life. Whether that's at our camp, or whether that's at our course, or whether that's through the resort, we're just a vessel. You come with a team, with a group, yourself, with siblings, and then a program is put together to overcome fears, to build confidence, to work together with unity. And communication is not only huge within what we do with clients and what we do with campers, but communication in our business and with us as not only spouses,